Yo, what is up, you guys? It's Corey, or the Comeback Kid here, back at again with another commentary for you guys today here on the TapX. Wait, yo, hold on, let me fix this real quick. Alright, that's a little bit better. I apologize for that, obviously, with a face cam. You guys gotta see my pretty ass face. Anyways, let's continue on with today's commentary. But first, the gameplay you're watching is gonna be an insane 112 gun streak on some Modern Warfare 3 terminal by my boy tapXstudios. If you haven't already, launched down into that description down below to check out my boy. You were doing something wrong. He has some of the best Modern Warfare 3 gameplays out there in the world, so definitely check him out. All links in my description down below. If you guys want to see more face cam commentaries by myself, please go down into the description down below. Go to my channel. If you guys want to see more insane gameplays and insane commentaries, well, very good commentaries by all our commentators, definitely subscribe here at TapX. We got some of the best gameplay guys and some of the best commentators in all of the community for Pubstomping. So once again, make sure you go down into those links down below and check out our personal channels, myself and tapXstudios. Anyways, let's continue on into today's commentary. So today we're going to be telling a little bit about a life story that occurred to me in the 6th or 7th grade. I believe it was the 6th, but this is about one of my first fights. It wasn't my first fight, but it was one of like the very first fights I ever had. So this occurred during a football game. If you guys don't know what American football is, then I'd actually be kind of surprised. I know most people know what it is just because of it being stupid how we call soccer soccer and not football, because obviously you kick a goddamn ball with your foot. It should be called fucking football, but we call it soccer because we're morons. Anyways, let's continue on with the story. So every single Friday or Saturday, we'd always play football in my side yard, and my side yard was kind of big. I would say it was about like 70 yards long, and it was about like 30 yards wide, I'd say. So we'd always be playing football on there on Fridays right after school, or Saturday around like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So it was like we'd always be playing football just because it was so much fun for us. And normally we'd have like 10 kids there, so it'd be like 5v5 kind of thing. And a few of my brother's friends would always come. He's 2 years older than me, so obviously he was a little bit bigger than us, but at the same time, like, he couldn't kill us kind of thing that big. So we'd always be playing some backyard football, but we'd always need like 1 or 2 more people when we get to like that awkward number, like 7 or 8. So then we'd be like, all right, we got to hit some people up. So we'd call up this one guy named Derek. No one liked this kid at all. He lived 2 or 3 streets up from us, and he was just constantly always annoying us about just random stuff. Like, he was possibly one of the most annoying kids you could possibly meet. I don't know what, but there was something about his voice that made me just want to like shoot myself in the back of the head, except at the same time I'd want to survive it just so I'd be stuck in that terrible situation. I'd rather be stuck in that terrible situation and never hear his voice again than ever listen to him. Anyways, that was a really bad thing to say, but let me continue on with the life story before I get more stupid with the things I say. So basically, he came over on a scooter that he borrowed from me about 2 or 3 weeks prior to this when we were playing football, and I was like, yo, you can take this home, just make sure you bring it back to me so then I can have it. And he was like, alright, no big deal. Since he lived 2 or 3 streets away, like I said, he'd always like take a bike or like a scooter or something, ride it back to his house, then he'd ride it back here, and then he'd have his mom pick him up or something like that. So we were playing football this one day, rides down on a scooter, and then I'm like, alright, I'll take it. So I put the scooter in the garage, and then we go out to the side yard and play some football. And he started to get a little bit angry at the very end because like we were playing a lot more rough than normal that day, just because it was a nicer day out and, you know, it was a weekend, so why not just be a fucking boy and get a little rough? Like, the fuck? It's not that big of a deal. So we were hitting a little bit harder, stuff like that, and basically he got a little bit fed up with it, and he's like, you know what, I'm going home. And we were just like, yo, you can't leave. Like, we're in the middle of a game right now. You can't just leave. And he's like, you know what, no, I'm leaving. And me and my brother just like, dude, no, you can't just leave like that in the middle of the game. Like, you have no reason to leave. We won't hit you as hard. Like, if you want, we'll just switch to two-hand touch. It's not that big of a deal. And he was just like, no, I'm leaving. So then he makes a straight line right to my garage. I'm like, what the fuck this motherfucker doing? So then I'm like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, chasing after him basically since he's running to my garage. I'm like, what are you doing? And I see him take my scooter. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this motherfucker thinking he's doing? Except in the 6th grade, I was probably like, yo, what the fuck's this motherfucker think he's doing? because I was a motherfucking squeaker. Anyways, so I was just like, yo, you're not taking my scooter. Like, that's not happening. And my brother was right behind me. He's like, yo, just put the scooter away. Just walk home or call on your mom if you really want to leave. It's not that big of a deal. And he was just like, no, I'm taking the scooter. We're just like, no, you're not. It's our scooter. What are you saying here? Basically, we fought over a scooter here for a solid 5-10 minutes, and then he tried riding away on it. We're like, no, there's no way this is happening. I throw him off the scooter, literally grab him like that and throw him. Let me just tell you, this kid is not like the biggest of kids, and I'm obviously, as you guys can tell, a little bit bigger of a guy. Like, I'm pretty swole guy. Pretty swole. Not really. I'm more of like a lean guy compared to this guy. He was more of like a stick figure. So sorry about that. So basically, this kid is very small, and I throw him off the bike, and he gets super pissed, and all of a sudden, he comes charging at me, and I just straight up punch him in the gut. Obviously, as a little kid, you're like, I don't want to punch anyone in the face, or I'll feel like an ass. Punch him right in the gut, and he starts crying, and literally, he just starts walking up the street, and he calls his mom, and his mom picks him up. My mom gets a call that night about it, and I got grounded for, I would say, like 2 or 3 weeks, just because I punched his kid in the stomach for trying to steal my damn scooter. So, basically, don't steal scooters or you'll get in trouble. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy today's commentary. If you did, make sure to go check out the links in the description down below and go check out TapX Times. Peace.